Hello, my name is Ashley. I'm a realtor at Coldwell Banker Belvoir Realty in Adams, Wisconsin, and I've been trying about 16 times now to make a video and introduce myself and not be nervous and not mess up, and I'm just failing. And I keep looking at this corner, even though my camera's over here in this corner. But anyway, I'll try to do better over here. Looking at myself. Anyway, I wanted to say hello. This is my first official video on YouTube as a realtor, and I'm not deleting this one. It just is me. It's just the best video I'm gonna come up with right now. I just wanted to let you know that I am a new realtor. I've been in it since 2019, but I have been in the area my whole life. I've born and raised here, went to school, and I now live in Adams as well. I had an experience trying to purchase a home before I became a realtor, and I ended up connecting with two different realtors. The first one, she took us to the house that we wanted to see, and it was pretty decent. And then she told us that there was two other houses that we could be interested in, so we took the bait and we went and saw those other two houses. The second house was definitely a no, and the third house was probably the one that we were going to go with. It turns out we went and saw it like several times, and we wrote an offer. It was accepted. It was all good. And we got to the point of having to put our earnest money down and signing papers for the loan, and that's where everything fell apart. There was just a ton of red flags. We didn't know much about real estate. We didn't know much about the process. And in the end, our down payment had to be about like $7,000. Or not down payment, but with our closing costs and all the fees and stuff like that. And this was not talked about in advance. We pretty much just signed the offer, and it looked great, and we were doing good, and all that kind of stuff. It ended up not being a good thing. We ended up agreeing to pay for a lot of inspections and certain things that the homeowner should have paid for, because they were the ones benefiting out of it. And then once we got turned off by that, we thankfully got out of that offer, and we found another realtor to show us land, because we're like, okay, let's go back to square one and find land so we can build. So another realtor comes along, and I told him, I'm like, oh, we kind of had a salty experience, and we really don't want a realtor, but we need to figure out how to be able to view all this land and get information on it. He was really cool. We saw one property, and then he never asked us if we wanted to put an offer in on it or anything. He was just super chill and relaxed, and just was there to give us information. 2 weeks later, I decided, hey, yep, let's put an offer in on it. That was a Monday. He gets back to us and said, no, it was on a Wednesday. He gets back to us and tells us that an offer was put in and accepted on Monday, so we lost out on that one. So our search for land continued. We continued using that realtor, and we went and saw 3 or 4 other places, and some of them were horrible and other ones were pretty okay. And we ended up going back to this one piece of land a couple times, and it ended up being the one that we decided to purchase. And we had a pretty extensive negotiation with the landowners and with the help of our realtor, and we put him in a few very uncomfortable positions with asking him to get them to come down lower prices. And finally, we settled on one, and we were happy. Not quite sure if the sellers were happy, but our realtor did an amazing job. And that's why I became a realtor, because I had experienced what it was like, both ways. Someone who was pressure, gave us a little pressure, and you could really tell that individual was out there for the money and just to make that sale happen. And then we experienced another one who was there to help us, and he did exactly that. So I wanted, when I truly thought about it and became a realtor, I decided I want to be just like the guy who helped us purchase our land. I'm not here for the money, as odd as that sounds, because everyone gets a job because they need money. I kind of try to look at this more as an opportunity to give back, something positive and something that others can gain, and in the process of someone else gaining, I gain a paycheck in the end. But that's not what drives me. And I know that sounds silly to say again, but this has just been one adventure which I would love to just make this my career the rest of my life. I am totally in love with real estate and helping everyone and meeting a whole bunch of new people and just guiding them through the real estate process and the sale process and all that kind of stuff. I'm still learning along the way, but I learn quick, and I try to, make everyone happy to an extent, that everyone's getting what they want, and I'm trying to keep up with communicating with everyone so we can all be on the same page and be prepared for what's the next step and all that kind of stuff. And I love it. I love seeing, the process of taking someone onto a showing, and then you see 1, 2, or 3 houses, and then finally that next house, their whole like expressions just change, and that that's the house that they're going to be putting an offer on and hopefully, purchasing in the end. So I've been on that side of it, and then also the sales side. When people sell their homes, sometimes that can be a pretty bittersweet moment, because they're ready for the next chapter in their life, but they're also giving away, everything that they had already had and made memories of. But yeah, it's a very exciting process for me to help everybody through, and I really hope that, if you're out there looking for a realtor, I'm very honest and I enjoy helping people. I'm here to help. I'm not here to hide information or anything like that. The more knowledge everybody has, the smoother the transactions go, and the easier everything is, because there's no, hidden content about the process or the home itself or anything like that. So if you're looking for a realtor, I'm here. Pick me, Ashley Heffler. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for my video, and hopefully I'll be making some more, and they might be a little shorter and more to the point and not rambling. Maybe I'll practice, but I think I just spit. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Today is Valentine's. Going out for dinner after this. It sounds really yummy. Anyway, stay local. Pick a local agent, someone that can help you, someone who's knowledgeable of the area. Again, I'm in Adams County, and I frequently do showings in the counties surrounding us. That's where I'm most comfortable, because I am knowledgeable of what is surrounding me. I am licensed in the whole state of Wisconsin, so I can travel outside of this area. Just know that I might not know the local atmosphere, and I'll only know as much as the internet can tell me. So thanks to Google. Anyway, have a good night. 9-minute video. It's long enough. Peace out.